Hi. Do you sometimes get that feeling that everyone seems to be living their life and you are stuck in a rut? Or perhaps sometimes you get this guilty pleasure knowing that you are doing better than other people. Let's be honest, it does kind of feel good, right? So, whether you are the latter or the former or both, I am here to tell you today that this bad habit of comparing yourself needs to stop ASAP. I feel that our society has led us to believe that competition is good and it brings out the best in people. My economics teacher would say that it's competition that ensures quality and efficiency of goods in a capitalist market. Competition has brought about the best drag queens in RuPaul's Drag Race and the most Herculean feats in the Olympics. Competition is everywhere, and we were all made to believe that being on top is the ultimate measure of success and happiness. But what happens if you are not on the top? And how much of the population of this world actually gets there? Or is there even such a thing? I'm sure we have heard of the saying that the only competition we should have is with ourselves, but do we really understand why? I am here to give you reasons why you should stop comparing yourself amidst this world that's obsessed with being the best. First, comparison to other people is a form of self-sabotage. One of my favorite lines from Baz Luhrmann's Everybody's Free Speech to Class of 99 is this: "No matter what you do not congratulate yourself too much or berate yourself either. Your choices are half chance, and so is everybody else." So the opportunities that you have in life and of those around you are not the same. You may have been born to a nice, loving household. You are strong emotionally, but your family is struggling financially. Or you may even be born to a rich but unhappy family with lots of emotional baggage. We are all given different circumstances at different times, and no one can tell. So it does not make sense to measure ourselves against something that we never had control of. When you compare yourself to others, you either look up to them or you look down at them. You start seeing the world through standards. You use your perception of other people as your baseline as to how you are doing in your own life. In other words, you are becoming judgmental. You can try to justify it to yourself that no, it's not, but you know exactly that that is 100% true. And the problem with that is you are putting yourself against these very unrealistic standards that you have made for yourself, and it creates saboteurs in your head. When you judge others, you use the same judgment you have for the other people onto yourself. Have you ever checked someone out like, her makeup is terrible, and then the next thing you knew, you are beating yourself up because of an uneven brow or your eyeliner is not clean? You know, the tendency is you create unnecessary pressure and stress and anxiety that holds you back from what you can truly offer to this world because you compared yourself to others. Second, comparison doesn't exist in real life. You've seen it in reality shows or competitions, and in these shows, there are metrics to which the competition is anchored to. Like Miss Universe has criteria for judging, and there are categories in the runway. But in real life, such metrics do not exist. Because our lives are too complex and are too broad to be reduced to just a few things. Inside you exists a multiverse of stories, experiences, people, words, emotions, feelings, pain, love, laughter, passion, relationships, thoughts, and dreams, and so much more. How can we put a criteria to that? I believe that any outstanding feat or achievement always comes with a price, a sacrifice. I always ask, what do I have to give? Just to give an example, I have been an overseas Filipino worker for 8 years. And yes, I'm single, no family to support, and I had all my OFW spending power to myself. It was a good life. But when I started doing drag, I knew that this is something that I wanted to pour my heart and soul to and do full time. So I had to give up my corporate job. I have never returned. And here I am now, working to #keep drag alive and do as much as I can to elevate the visibility and quality of local drag here in the Philippines. Now, people may never understand my eagerness and my drive to do what I do. It's because they never made the same sacrifices I did. They never had to give up so much of their life to do drag. I have turned my back on years of business education abroad, 13 years of corporate experience, and God knows a lifetime of what could have been just to be able to do what I do today. You will never know what some people had to give up or go through just to get to where they are. You will never know how much bruise and pain that dancer you idolize had to go through. You will never know how much time your boss didn't spend with her family to excel in her job and get promoted. You will never know how much calories that person avoided and how many hours he spent in the gym just to get that body that fitness influencer that you've been checking out on Instagram. The bottom line is, you can't put yourself against something that you did not sacrifice for. And lastly, you are amazing as yourself. Have you ever wondered, what if the successful people we know did not believe in themselves and in what they have to offer to this world? They didn't root for themselves. Like, for example, Oprah didn't think that she was a very good speaker and probably did something else. Or what if Steve Jobs gave up because he thought that Bill Gates was just too awesome? Or if Colonel Sanders thought that other chicken recipes tasted better than KFC and just stopped trying? But they all didn't. And during their times, there were many others who were already doing what they do. But they became who they are because they stuck with themselves all the way through. They invested in themselves and went through hell and back shining brighter than ever. You see, a runner does not win by looking to his left and right. His eyes are always darted forward, focusing on the finish line in his own lane. So you have to believe that you are amazing as you are. Not because you are better than someone else. Even if you are, you have to respect yourself enough to give credit to your own hard work and awesomeness. It is an insult to compare yourself to other people. You don't need to look at the other table. So to my listener, I want you to know that the world awaits your best today. Cheer someone on today and also let them know that they are doing great. There is no competition. There is room for everyone at the top. If you like this podcast, please make sure to follow and subscribe Evangelism on Spotify. This audio is also available on Drag Playhouse PH on YouTube. And don't forget to follow me, Eva La Queen, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So this has been Evangelism. Have a great day.